Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Everybody, how is your Thursday going? I hope it's going as well as mine has gone. This is Meach's Musings. You are on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. Glad to see so many people on a Thursday afternoon. That's pretty cool. I usually don't get this kind of turnout on a Thursday because of, it's Thursday and I'm on ODQ. Anyway, hope you all are having a good day. I know I am. Going to the Kings game tonight. It is women in hockey night. So very cool to go see some of the people I have come to love and cherish over the years at the Kings games and in the NHL. Be honored, including our buddy, friend of the channel, Carlin Baith. So looking forward to all that. Of course, we're going to get to the shills, as we always do, toward the end of the show. But as this is musings, I'm gonna muse on stuff. So basically, you guys are aware, those of you watching, and you know, we got people watching on every outlet. So again, thank you for that. That the kiddo is whoops, that's very loud, and I realize that's loud, so we need to turn that down. Cool. It's everybody's aware that the kiddo is, you know, having his struggles, and that we are working in is there a way to mute that? Cool, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Again, we're live, as we always do. So we're going to mute that because that's taken care of for the day. Anyway, we're at the end of our second full week of being at the center and getting him the help he needs in his struggles. So we are hopeful that things will continue along as smoothly as they have been. But he and I both recognize, at least I think he does, I know I do, that it's a forever evolving, changing dynamic when it comes to this. So hopefully, that will be to our benefit, and that we will get him keep him, I should say, on the path he needs to be on. The other thing I want to bring up very briefly, because the team is going to go more into this in open mic night, but I figure with my solo platform here, I will go ahead and say what I have said to the team and what I will reflect on Saturday during open mic night. There have been a couple of very controversial topics brought up for Saturday. And again, I'm not going to go into what they are because I feel that is JJ's place, and that I want the teammates to be able to express their opinions on these topics. But I have told the team that during those particular segments of Mike Night, I will not be verbally present. I will still be here. I'll be on screen. My name is here. I have to be accountable, right? But I can also make the choice to take a verbal pass on addressing certain things. Again, I've been told not to let things rent space in my head that I do here, because this is part of the the growth and recovery and everything like that. And once it's said, and it's in the past. And I agree with that. But everybody that watches this show, watches our other shows on the network, on the Multiverse of Media, saw my visceral reaction to a storyline situation involving the EVPs in AEW. And I was just angry beyond anything. And that was in the context of a storyline. The two topics that are being addressed, or two of the topics, it won't be the only two topics, I'm sure. But I have chosen that I am incapable of properly addressing them without allowing my my own sense of professionalism. And I get we're not journalists. I understand that. But I feel as though what we're bringing up is something that I am uncomfortable commenting on. So I encourage everybody, and I mean everybody on the team, to speak their truth and to get out there what they need to get out there about the topics. And I also encourage you at home to chat along with us Saturday night, because I feel as though that the topics, while I'm not comfortable with them, they need to be addressed without question. There are certain things in this life, in this world, however you want to phrase it, that need to have a blunt force trauma approach. And these two topics are definitely those. However, I'm a little uncomfortable blunt force trauma because I've had enough of that in my life. My brain's already scrambled eggs, as we know, as we've talked about on this particular show and my other therapy sessions with you guys. So I definitely want these things to be addressed, and I am more than okay with providing the platform. I'm just not okay with providing my own voice. And that's just my inability to remain even keel, I guess, about these things. And I don't feel I'm the appropriate voice for these topics. I can provide the platform. I can sit here and run the room. I'm good with that. But what we're going to be discussing is something that it's not my bag, baby. Whereas the people that will be bringing these topics up and the team, more than qualified, more than capable. Make sense? I hope so. I do. In any event, you're going to hear the ping pop in here momentarily. I'm going to make it go away as soon as I can. I promise. I didn't realize it made it ping off here, so forgive me. Sorry about that. I'm trying to run the graphics and stuff here so I can have control of everything else over here. It's always a work in progress with good old JM, is it not? So anyway, please check out the shows, but also check out the shows we have coming up the rest of the week, including tonight. That's right. Because tonight at 10:15 Eastern, 7:15 Pacific, Noah and JJ and I believe Chris Rotz and company will be simply predicting TNA's presentation on Friday night, tomorrow night. That, of course, being TNA Sacrifice. And that show will go live following our brand new episode of The Dads Not Always on Wrestling, as JJ and I talk about the greatest matches in the history of the man called Sting. Yes. Stinger, of course, wrapped up his career on Sunday at Revolution. And we are very excited to, JJ and I are, pronouns, pal. We're excited to talk about it. I, for one, am absolutely tickled that there's so much meat on this proverbial bone. And I very much look forward to delving into it, because through JJ's own admittance, he he did not get to see Sting in his prime within the confines of WCW, which, I watched most of Sting's career in WCW. So I am, and by the same token, I did not get to see most of his stuff within TNA wrestling. So that's one of those things that, he'll be able to help out. Also, by the same token, we've both been able to see the entirety of his AEW career, which I think is wonderful. And Sting himself said his match teaming with Darby against the Bucks on Sunday was in the top 3 matches of his career all time, which for Sting over 40 years is huge, right? It's really, really huge. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to covering Sacrifice on Friday. During both of those shows, will be either inside Harvell's on 4th Street in Santa Monica or just outside on the patio, whatever the case may be. So that will be one of those things that I am so happy to have so many different outlets and so many talented people, friends, all the things to be a part of. I'm going to take the banner real quick because I do want everybody that's in the area of Santa Monica and SoCal in general to check out the LA Dolls, my good buddies at Harvell's on 4th Street in Santa Monica tomorrow night. The show is not till 9:30. The doors are at 8. So again, in theory, Sacrifice should be over by then, hopefully. If not, I highly encourage you guys to stick around. Make sure you watch the entirety of our watch along of Sacrifice, as well as all the other watch alongs coming up across the multiverse media.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
That's accurate, Jay. That's fair. We'll be done by then, hopefully. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a fun rest of the way. And again, that's only the stuff that we officially know about, right? That's the stuff that's been announced by TNA, WWE, AEW, maybe New Japan if we actually get a confirmation that Resurgence will be on pay-per-view. So again, you saw it in the trailer, man. We've got Sacrifice on Friday, which was not in the trailer because it's silly to make a trailer when we're going to have a show tomorrow. But next week, man, after the return of the Greg Cherry Show, which will be live at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. So happy Greg Cherry Show is back. We'll be on the air with our coverage of big business in Boston with 2 S's, Massachusetts with many S's. What will we see in Beantown? Will we see the return to mainstream television of the former boss, the CEO, whatever you want to call her? Will we see Mercedes Moné in Boston? I guess time will tell on that. But yeah, so much. I'm looking forward to all these watch-alongs. They're going to be cool. And we've got a great series of commentary teams in place. Of course, we've got Stat Boy Mike on the call for the UFL Championship coming up in June. I think it's in June. He'll be covering the Stanley Cup final for us, of course, and the NBA final if he chooses. There's also talks about, and I'm going to talk to Mikey about this more directly over the weekend. They announced, I think it was this morning, early as shit, that Jake Paul will be fighting Mike Tyson. Good God. We got to get on that, right? My goodness. WWE Hall of Famer versus the brother of the reigning United States Heavyweight Champion. I am all about that cross-branding synergy. Jesus, that is just too good to pass up. So if we get a team in place, we'll be on the call for that too. We'll give you a watch along of the fight. Why not? I know watching along a fight is a little bit more different. It's a little different than, watching wrestling, but not really. Now, let's not jump to conclusions, JJ. Toni Storm did not end up in catering after 6 months. They gave her a career resurgence after WWE. So, and you and I are both fond of the timeless presentation of Toni Storm. So I am willing, especially after the way Sting's career ended, I am willing to give Tony Khan the benefit of the doubt for now. But again, time will tell. He's not automatically given a pass just because of one incredible night of action. It's just one of those things. I am hopeful and optimistic about Mercedes' future in AEW if she shows up. I'm more optimistic about AEW's future than I was going into Sunday, if I'm being 100% honest. It's a good place to be. And after the week I've had being in group and having the conversations I had and having the incredible time at my friend's birthday last night and staying out far too damn late for my own good and enjoying every bit of it. It's good to be in a place that I feel optimistic. It doesn't happen a whole lot. You guys are well aware of that. So, and by the way, the reason I'm wearing the Ducks jersey for anybody, well, you're going to a Kings game. Yes, I actually just finished watching D3. I've been watching the Ducks movies this week. Just felt like putting on the Ducks movies. Not sure what itch grabbed me, but I felt like scratching it. So the Ducks were on. I just finished D3, which people hate on, and I love it. Is what it is. So thank you again to everybody out there in the multiverse of media, all my incredible broadcast teams, my co-hosts on their shows, the shows that I do. It is. I always believe it's not appreciated enough, so I make sure I say it in front of you and everybody. I guess I'm going to air one more trailer, so just give me a second here. I got to download that one now. The man's work is never done around here. So let me just stall for time as I talk about the trailer that I'm going to download and then upload here. So there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Let's get rid of you. Thanks. Appreciate you. Go away. No, we're going to come over here. Thank you, though. Can we possibly work just a little bit better for me? Let's try that. And the computer survey says, there it is. There we go. All right. So while this is downloading and then uploading and then shown, there have been updates as well, in addition to our watch along trailer. It's fine, brother. You're good. We also have, I just saw your, I'm not going to run this only because I'm not sure it's correct. I thought we talked about a different day for one of these. Yeah, we'll have to talk more about it off air, brother. I know we're live, kids. Anyway, we will definitely talk about it, but we do have a lot of great open mic night theme nights coming up. We've got Match Game coming back. We've got Saturday's Skirmish coming back, the Family Feud version, if you will, and all the karaoke's, man. 80s and we got 80s night. We've got wrestling themes, of course, on March 30th. The karaoke there. We've got Beach Blast karaoke in August for JJ's birthday. We've got karaoke in October. We of course have the Christmas karaoke, 3rd annual, coming up in December. It won't be on Christmas Eve this year because we're on a Saturday this year, but we will definitely check that out. So anyway, once JJ and I get all this shit cleared up as far as what day is what, we will definitely get back to you on the open mic night theme nights, very likely tomorrow, if I'm being honest. So anyway, I'm going to say good night for now because I'm clearly not prepared to be live, and I'm out of my wit here. Thank you all for letting me vent as you do each and every week. Thank you all for tuning in to the shows as you do each and every week. It is again, I don't think I show near enough appreciation for the team and for the audience, and I'm trying very hard to right that wrong. So I love you all. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow again for Simply Predicting for the dads. Tonight for Simply Predicting. Botch, there it is. And of course, tomorrow for the dads, Not Always Arm Wrestling, talking about Sting's greatest matches, and then our coverage of TNA Sacrifice. And of course, if you're going to be in SoCal, please join me down at Harvell's in Santa Monica. I'll be there. Doors are at 8, shows at 9:30. It's $10. Can't be that with a stick. There's the QR code. Scan it. Come on and join me. I'll be there rocking out with the girls probably all night because that's how I do. So we'll see you tomorrow and tonight as well. Good night.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.